Hi everybody, welcome back to Susan Lynn Psychic Medium. Thank you for joining me today. It's so good to see you. You look marvelous, I might say. And listen, thanks to all the new subscribers. I have had quite a few and I'm so grateful that you are here with us. Thank you for helping me grow my community. I really do appreciate it. Subscribing really does help YouTube share my channel with other people that may find this message or the kind of work that I do helpful. So really appreciate that. And to my regular returning viewers and subscribers, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for joining me again. So listen, today I want to talk about some good news. Let's talk about good news. Let's talk about, we have some Republicans, all of a sudden overnight having a change of heart about the vaccine. That's really good news, right? So of course McConnell has always been kind of quasi for the vaccine. He's a polio survivor, so he gets it, right? But we've had some notable new people really come out with a bang, supporting with a jab, supporting this vaccine. And that would be, one of those people would be Steve Scalise of Louisiana. He made a big deal about getting his jab recently, and he's making a big deal about asking his supporters and certainly the people of Louisiana to get their jab. So that's really good. Another big one was Sean Hannity. Who knew? Who expected that to happen, right? Well, I can tell you why it happened. The stock market kind of dropped 500 points, and the Wall Street said, hey guys, we can't have another shutdown. We need to do something about this. So, of course, these dog and pony politicians that are funded by the stock market changed their tune pretty quickly, right? So, Sean Hannity is one of the latest ones to join that crew of I'm going to get vaccinated and you should too. The poster boys for vaccination, who would have thought? Another poster girl is Stefanik in New York. She's another one that joined the new I am now completely behind vaccines crowd. So that was really awesome too. So this is really good. I'm hoping that this is going to cause some of their supporters, some of their constituents to go out and get the vaccine. It's important. It's really important that we all get it if we can. So, of course, MTG is not getting the vaccine because she doubles down on stupid all the time. She can't help herself. That's just her, right? So, and also these few people left that aren't going to do this. Where are they getting their money? I mean, you got to think about it, right? You got to be, my guides are telling me, and if you're new here, I speak to my spirit guides as I'm doing the videos. So I love tarot cards, but I don't really use them. I've always just been able to talk to my spirit guides. And that's the information I share with you. So as far as MTG, it's interesting, is it not, that the Steve Scalises, that the Sean Hannitys, that the Stefaniks out there are all changing their tune after we had a drop in the stock market. Now, you don't have to be a brilliant person to draw a straight line between the stock market drop and their reversal on the vaccine. And you don't have to be a brilliant person to draw a straight line between the vaccine and our economy staying open. So, but what's interesting and curious is that MTG is still against the vaccine. So does that mean that her money that supports her is not coming from the stock market? Does that mean that the money that supports her is not coming from Wall Street? Does that mean that big business can't control her? Big business has no impact on her, cannot change her tune, cannot convince her otherwise, right? Well, where do you think her money's coming from? If it's not coming from big business, and it's not coming from the stock market, where's it coming from? Guesses? Mine is on a country that starts with R. And I've said this before. You guys are kind of new. Some of you guys are new. But listen, my guides have said this for a long time, that the R country has dirt on all these people, and it was pretty clearly evidenced during the reign of terror of the T, because people would come out against him, and we all saw it. We saw everybody almost at one point or another come out against him, and the next day recant and get back in line. Well, what causes you, to, if you're McConnell, to say terrible things about the former guy, and then literally the next day turn around and say he has my complete support? What do you think happened in 24 hours? What could make someone do such a flip-flop? Somebody so powerful as McConnell. Well, let me tell you, I'll tell you who can do it. That is a country that has a dossier, that has a nice, fat, thick file folder on you, and knows everything about you and is willing to ruin you for it. And you think, okay, I've paid off these people, I've paid off those people, they got nothing on me now, I'm coming out swinging. Guess what? You thought they had nothing on you, but they have stuff stacked up to here on you. They just simply went and got a new folder. You can never pay off all the people they have against you. You never pay off all the crimes or the things that they have that they're using against you. It's endless. And you want to know what they just said, the guides just said, which is kind of terrifying, frankly. Even if you never did it, they have the ability to manufacture witnesses and documents and even videotape that shows that you did do it. That's scary. That's ownership. That's being a shill. That's MTG. They're shills. They're not working for Wall Street. I mean, sadly enough, in our country, working for Wall Street is synonymous with working for America. If you're American, rah, 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 you're for the economy. You're for a strong economy. You're for the stock market, right? So in some ways, those people are really Americans, apple pie. But MTG, no. She's got another person paying her bills. So good time for me to say this is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. I want to also, why am I jumping off to that? They're telling me something else, and I'm trying to keep track of it. Okay, I will go there, but I need to come back. Okay, they want to talk about, as a matter of fact, they've wanted to talk about this now that I remember. They wanted to talk about Elaine Chao. Elaine Chao. Elaine Chao is Mitch McConnell's wife. And again, go back a year ago, and you'll see a video where I talked about this. The guides told us this a long time ago, that Elaine Chao was going to bring down Mitch McConnell, that Elaine Chao was going to go down. She's going down. And I just saw in the news yesterday, I think, that she has federal prosecutors investigating her during her, I keep wanting to say reign of terror, but during her appointment as Secretary of Transportation under the former guy. Again, I should pull these videos up and just play them in the middle of this video. The guides already said this was going to happen. It's happening now. It takes a while. A lot of times my guides, whatever they forecast or whatever they predict, or whatever they tell me this is going to happen, it's about 3 months out. So you can go back 3 to 4 months and you'll find things that I did then that are probably happening now. Okay, so good news. Elaine Chao's going down. Another thing they told me a while back was that, and I'm going to double check this because I'm going to see, this has been a while. Let's see what the energy is now, right? They told me that McConnell was going to be stepping down, retiring, stepping down, whatever you want to call it, spending more time with his family towards the end of the year, towards the end of 2021. I'm getting a yes. That's not 100% yes, but it feels like an 85% yes. Pretty high that he's going to step down. Oh, yeah. So I see. Okay, I get it. They're talking to me. So, right. So really the only reason McConnell is staying there is because of the judges, right? That's all he cares about is the judges, right? And he's done a great job of stacking every federal court full of his picks. But he can't stack the Supreme Court anymore. It's a done deal. He can't do anything. I mean, he can't, he can block, but he really can't insert. He can't seat any judges. He's blocked from that himself. And Biden is really considering stacking the court, adding a few more justices. Of course, he's going to be fair. He shouldn't be. I don't even want him to be, but he's going to be. And that means he's going to put people like Merrick Garland, or somebody who's basically Republican on the court. I mean, he's not going to stack it with 3 liberal justices. He's not, because he's not that guy. But because McConnell doesn't have any power left, there's nothing left for him to do. He's been checkmated. It's been checkmated. He's going to go. Because he also doesn't want, they keep showing me Elaine Chao. Now I know he's guilty too. I mean, he should forget her. I mean, he should be charged with, I don't know how much stuff, right? But she is going to, it has to do with shipping. It has to do with shipping. Her family owns a transatlantic, or I don't know, some kind of shipping thing that goes across the bigger ocean, Pacific or Atlantic, and she got them government contracts. I mean, it's all ridiculously stupid, and brazen. It's brazen. And they did things out in the open like they were untouchable, right? Well, Biden is not going to let that go. He's going to go after all those people, and it might take a while, but he's going to go after all of them. He's big on justice. Trust me, he's big on justice. So anyway, she's going down. She's taking him down. They're going to retire, quote unquote. But I keep seeing her. She might even go to China and spend some time in China, like 6 months. She might do that. It's almost like it's too hot, like the heat is on, and she needs to get away. But it's not going to work. She's going to get caught. She's in a really precarious position. She can't really go to China. That's going to be bad for her. I mean, if she goes, it's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be bad. It's not going to end up well. There is no place for her to go. Yeah, she's going down. Okay. I also want to talk about, a little bit about Hilary, because you guys have asked me, a bunch of you guys have asked me about Hilary, and about why was Hilary at the White House. People seem to think that this is a big deal, that Hilary met Biden in private or something. I don't know. It didn't really ring any alarm bells for me, and that's why I really haven't talked about it. But since you guys have asked, I looked into it. And here's the thing. Biden, being the man that walks down the middle of the aisle, shaking hands on this side, shaking hands on this side, he had a state dinner event for Angela Merkel, who's the Chancellor of Germany, who's retiring. And he invited to this dinner Hillary Clinton, but also Colin Powell, who were both Secretary of State. They were both Secretary of State, both one Republican, one Democrat. So it makes sense, right? This is the interesting thing. He also invited McConnell. Mitch McConnell was invited to that dinner, and also what's his name? McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy, the minority leader, was also invited. Weird, right? But I'm telling you, Biden, again, he's always trying to be fair. Okay, I invited these Republicans. I invited these Democrats. I invited a Secretary of State that was a Democrat. Invited a Secretary of State that was a Republican. He's trying to show the world, as well as the United States, that this is how you do it. This is how presidents do it. Not the way we've been doing it the last 4 years. He's trying to bring normalcy back to the White House. Okay, so that's why he did that. Now, for those people that think that Hillary, that he's doing something with Hillary, planning, plotting. Oh my God, you guys, look, here's the thing. You guys are always underestimating Biden. And I did too. To be honest with you, I think I did in the very beginning as well. Remember that Biden has been in public office for freaking decades, right? And also Obama. He was in the White House with Obama for 8 years. Obama was in the White House for 8 years. Hillary Clinton was in the White House for how many years? Under Bill and then again under Obama. You're talking about three people that have a long history of institutional, intelligence. They know where everything is. They know where all the bodies are buried. They know who did what. They know when. This knowledge goes back decades and decades and decades, which is important because we have people like Roger Stone, who was around during Nixon. Of course, so was Hillary. So, we need people like that know these players, that know them back when, because they're still in action today. So what I'm here trying to tell you is that they don't need to invite Hillary to the White House for dinner. They talk to each other. They're all in a circle of knowledge, of sharing knowledge. They're all on the same team. They're all working towards the same goals, regardless. Now, something I do think is interesting is because when you guys asked this question, I got this picture of Hillary. Of Hillary Clinton and Biden. I got this picture of Biden getting with Hillary and saying, would you be willing? I mean, she's had a long rest. I mean, she's all rested up now. She's maybe ready for another mission, let's say. And I see him saying, would you be willing to lead a certain, maybe a special investigation? Let's say like a Ken Starr investigation. Would you be willing to lead an investigation against the former guy? Or would you be willing to lead an investigation against Putin? Because, y'all, that would be poetic justice to have Hillary Clinton leading an investigation against Putin and Russia and their involvement in our voting. Wouldn't that just be the shite? I would love that. I would love that. And I think that they have talked about it. Now, I don't know how serious he is because every time they talk about it, they start laughing. Like I literally see Biden laughing, and you know how and he puts his hand on her shoulder and their heads are down and they're just dying laughing, thinking about this. It makes my heart happy. It makes me so happy. So, you know what? I hope he does it. I do think right now he's used this as a cudgel, as a hammer to make certain people play nice. Like if you don't, like Putin, if you don't stop poisoning people and get out of our business, I'm going to create a special commission. I'm going to put Hillary Clinton in charge of it, and I'm going to give her a lot of leeway to go after you. I'm telling you guys. Oh my God. If he does that, I'm going to be thrilled. I'll shoot the cannon off in excitement in a whole different way, right? That would just be perfect because we all know they hate each other. Hillary and Putin hate each other. And we all know that Putin was the reason that she lost, along with, Mitch McConnell, a few other people. And breaking news, they're talking about Let me ask my guides before I even say this. Okay, yep, all right, never mind. They're saying it's true. That's kind of a bombshell. They're saying that the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, that they made a deal with the former guy to trade Khashoggi for help getting rid of Hillary. For voting help, for helping his campaign. And my guides just said that's true. Yeah, they said it again, it's true. So the former guy made a deal with the prince or whoever the heck that dude is, and said, we'll give you this, you give us this, we got a deal. That man, I got to tell you, the only problem I have with the former guy's justice is that it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It could never be enough for the things he's done, and he does. But he is going to be brought to justice. Okay, I mean, really and truly. Again, he's never going to be president. He's never going to run again. Please just stop thinking that. It's not going to happen. He's on his way out. He's mentally. Don't you guys think he would be on every street corner at every? Where is he? He shows up and then he disappears. Where is he? He's sick. That's where he is. He's going down. His health is going down. He's going down. The problem is his health is going down. He won't really get the kind of justice that he needs to get. He won't go to prison the way he needs to go to prison. Maybe he'll be in house arrest. Maybe he'll be in a hospital, in a mental institution hospital. I don't know. But they're going to lock him away for the reason that Biden, being the institutionalist, we talk about this all the time. Biden wants to protect democracy. He wants to protect the institution of America. So we can't be having a former president running around like, mentally off the tracks. We can't have that. That doesn't look good. So Biden, somebody's going to lock him away. Just like Jen and I said all those videos ago, that he's in an undisclosed location, locked away. This is going to happen because it's the best for everybody. The Republicans don't want that. Democrats don't want it. We need him to go away. He's going to go away. There's a power vacuum in the Republican Party right now. Look at DeSantis. DeSantis is trying to take over Trump's place. Liz Cheney is trying to be the other. Liz Cheney and DeSantis trying to take over the Republican mantle, the leadership mantle. Forget Nikki Haley. So yeah, don't worry about Trump. He's gone. He's gone. Roger Stone, all those people are going. Flynn is going. They're all going down. They're all going down. There's going to be some announcements. Coming. It looks like September. Federal indictments coming in September. Federal charges, federal indictments. September. Right around, it feels like September 19th, but somewhere in September. Let me see. September, August, October, August. Yeah, it feels like September to me, guys. So that's news. That's breaking news. I just got that just this minute. There's going to be new indictments. Now, who's going to be indicted? I just told you guys, I don't think they're going to really indict Trump. I don't think he could stand trial. I don't think he's mentally stable. Okay? But who else are they going to indict? They're going to indict. They're going to indict at least three Congress people. At least three Congress people. This is in relation to January 6th. They're going to indict them. Yeah. Wow. Are they going to indict any senators? Are they going to indict any senators? I just heard yes. Definitely one, maybe two. The senators, I don't feel like is in September. I feel like that's maybe in October. Yeah. So they're going to be indictments coming. That's going to make our day. Wait, where's my cannon? All right. You know it's never far. Good luck, ceiling. So, yes, that's really good news. That is really, really good news. So there are going to be some indictments coming. Okay, September. That's going to be good. What else do I need to tell you? The only thing else I need to tell you guys, I'm sure there's more things, but the thing I want to tell you guys is that regarding this new outbreak thing, listen, we can't really talk about it because they're taking down videos as we speak. So you're going to see all of us starting to use acronyms and different code names and things like that for what we're talking about. You're just going to have to figure it out that we're talking about what we're talking about. But it is going to be rough. Please get vaccinated. Please get vaccinated. You guys, listen. I feel like in the Democratic, who I'm talking to is my people, right? In the Democratic Party, I feel like there's a certain amount of stubbornness in certain communities. There's a certain amount of fear, but there's also a certain amount of stubbornness. And you guys need to not believe this. When they say if you've been exposed to the virus, you don't have to get the vaccine because you already have antibodies. I need to tell you that that's not correct. I need to tell you that. Please listen to me. Listen to the scientists. Go read the science. It's not correct. That exposure did give you some resistance to the virus, but it was very short-lived. It was very short-lived. People were getting the virus and then getting the virus again 3 months later. Sometimes even shorter periods of time, you're not protected. You're not protected. This vaccine is going to protect us more than anything. Look at what we've been able to do. We've been able to go out without masks. We've been able to go back to our jobs, back to our lives, because the majority of us got the vaccine. So please join us. If you can get the vaccine, please get it. It is safe. The vaccine is safe. Okay? Now, if you have some kind of compromised immune system or something, and maybe your doctor told you not to take it, or maybe you just think you're not going to take it, please go back and talk and get a second opinion, because when they first came out with this vaccine, we didn't know anything about this vaccine. Now we know a lot about this vaccine. Millions and millions and millions of doses have been given of this vaccine. It's going to be registered as a safe vaccine in 2 months by the FDA. Your doctor has more information now than they had 6 months ago. Go back to your doctor and see if now maybe it would work for you. I have a friend who went back to her doctor, and her doctor said, yes, guess what? We thought it would be counterindicated for you, meaning not a good thing to do. But now we know, we've done the research, we've got more data. It's fine for you to take. She took it, she was fine. Okay? So try to double check, get a second opinion. If that doesn't work, do the things that you can to stay well. Okay? So I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. This is not medical advice. However, Susan, as your friend, not as a doctor, I'm going to suggest that you look into some things. Prilosec is for reflux, acid reflux. Apparently, Prilosec coats your mucous membranes in your throat, and it makes it harder for the virus to latch on. Listerine. Gargling with Listerine. Often. Got to go to the store, come home and gargle Listerine. Kill it. Right? This is all hearsay. Wives' tales. Who knows? Try it. You never know. It might work. Vitamin D. Zinc. Take those things to boost your immune system. Another thing is this thing called quercetin. Quercetin. Quercetin with a Q. It has been shown to help your lungs stay strong and healthy. So during the first period when we had this outbreak, my spirit guides told me to take quercetin every week, take it for 7 days, and then 7 or 14 days, and then take a break. Don't take it for 3 or 5 days, and then take it again. You don't want your body to get used to things, right? You want your body to still react, okay? So these are things you can do to sort of improve your chances of not getting it. So if you can't get the vaccine for some reason, you need to be doing all these other things. Wear your mask, right? Do everything you can to stay well. Okay? So, and with that, I think that's what we're going to end it with. There is a lot of reason to be hopeful. If nothing else, the indictments in September are enough for me to live for another couple of months. But anyway, there's lots of things to be hopeful. Things are changing. Things are turning around. We are going to start seeing more people get vaccinated. We're going to see our leaders come together and really band together to help this happen. potentially we might have enough Republicans come together with the Democrats and even create a better coalition to make this happen and to support this as we go forward. So that's all really good news. I wanted to help you today, share that good news with you. Again, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I do offer readings. I do offer psychic readings and mediumship readings. And Kim of Medium Kim on YouTube, we actually teach classes. We're in the middle of a mediumship class right now, which is really cool. But check in with us because we're going to be offering more classes. And tomorrow is Thursday, and Thursday night I'm live with Jen's World Tarot. We laugh, we answer your questions, your political questions, psychically while we're there with you. It's a live event that happens Thursdays at 7:30 Central. And on Sundays at noon Central, I'm with Allie at Heart and Soul Connected. Heart and Soul Connected. And I actually answer, Allie and I both answer your mediumship questions. So if you want to hear from a crossed over loved one, that's a good time to check into Allie's channel. That particular thing happens on Heart and Soul Connected channel on noon on Sunday. Listen, guys. There's lots of things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Wishing you guys all the best. Sending you big hugs, big love, big blessings. And we'll talk soon. Take care, everybody. For entertainment purposes only.